everyone, and welcome to my review of You. Not as in you as a person. I'm not here to talk about your fine self watching this. I'm here to talk about the series You, specifically season 1. I'm actually watching season 2 right now. It is chef's kiss, but I'm just talking about season 1 for right now, and goddamn, this is one of those shows you just throw on Netflix, people are talking about, why not, and then it hits you. You got all these emotions, there's all these characters that develops in ways you didn't understand, but at the end of the day, you kind of know what's gonna happen. You is about a psycho, nightcrawlery, American psycho-y kind of guy named Joe Goldberg who has an infatuation with a girl named Beck. And it starts out as he's just a stalker. He's outside her windows and doing weird things, and then he gets confrontational with her boyfriend, and then things go in weird twists, and then you're like, how many levels of psycho is this guy on? And it gets pretty elaborate. And during all this, Beck is going through her own life crises. She has this weird dynamic with her family. Her best friend gets thrown into the picture, all her girlfriends. And meanwhile, Joe, he's running a bookstore. He's trying to keep up this stalkery thing while also trying to date her. Being the perfect guy. He is the ultimate, incel, psychomaniac guy who bubbles things and all of life has to revolve around his bubbly ideas. But at the same time, he's well read. He's a super smart guy. And then you watch these relationship moments play out, and a part of you roots for it because it's filmed so cutely, but at the same time you are constantly being indoctrinated with Joe's dialogue. He's narrating the entire show, and you get into the mind of a sociopath, and that's kind of where the show breaks down. The show is not just gonna paint the light that he's a monster and this woman is an idiot for falling for him. They're going to show you the good and the bad and the psycho and every step in between that, so you get the full picture. And yeah, it does feel like a cute relationship at times, and there are the few people out there who are actually rooting for the relationship, and they're fucking monsters. 5 seconds into any conversation where Joe is being his true self, he is always throwing shade or talking shit about what Beck's doing because she's not fitting perfectly into his puzzle piece idea of what she needs to be. And at the same time, he is not at all being truthful. Or I could go into a whole thing about Joe is a fucking monster. But that's why this show is awesome. I love that we now in 2020, or whatever time you're watching this, or I guess this show came out before 2020, but today's day and age, that we can comfortably have the antagonist be the main character. We can have anti-heroes, we can have anti-villains, we have all these dynamic Walter White-esque characters, and they're the main characters, and we get to fully explore them. As a person who loves characters like the Joker, I like seeing bad guys at the forefront. A lot of the times they're more interesting. They just have to be fully fleshed out, man. And Joe is a creepy motherfucker, man. Because Joe is kind of a mastermind who does have resources, and he is able to get this mass murderer, this Ted Bundy style of killing done. But at the same time, you feel the intense moments when he slips up, because he's dumb, he's impulsive, he's emotional. He's not the perfect killer or anything, but he does get in the line of fire a lot of times, and that's where the show really does heat up. It does have intense moments, and we get to explore all these characters. You love Beck. Beck is a normal human character. She's not perfect, she has issues, she's got a lot of things going on, she's going to school, all these things add up. And meanwhile, Joe has a very strange history. We see a lot of little past glimpses into his personal life, and then he has this secret box we don't know about, and then he has this weird torture chamber inside of his bookstore, and then you just get wrapped up in this show, man. And every single episode there's going to be that cliffhanger. There's going to be that story beat in the relationship between Joe and Beck. There's going to be that new thing to chew on. And every single time Joe gets a little bit crazier, his relationship develops a little bit more, and he just does one more fucked up thing. Personally, I loved You. These are the perfect shows that you can binge for hours. I am doing that currently within season 2. It is awesome. So far, I'm going to say that season might be better than this one, but that remains to be seen. I will see you in season 2. But for now, I'm going to give season 1 an 8 out of 10. Soul Badger proved it. I loved it. I'm not going to say it's the greatest show ever. I know I've given out 9s to a bunch of other shows. Like, there's a lot of shit on Netflix that is better than this. Some people have really hyped up this show to me. I've seen a lot of shows, or I guess stories like Nightcrawler and American Psycho, and stories about psychos. I've seen Psycho too. This is very much in the vein of those stories, but this is the first time I've seen it in like a full fleshed out TV show like this. And they've killed it for what it is. I know that was a lot to go into after the score, but just had to get that out there. It is a super interesting show. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, you can subscribe to my other channel, Fandom Pop Soul Music. I got a lot of content on this YouTube platform thing. Be sure to subscribe to that, and until next time, with that, I leave you.